Hello, welcome to our Neverending craft for today. We are doing book bangles today. In case you're wondering what a book bangle is, it is a bracelet made out of book pages. How you're going to do this is you're going to take strips of book pages that what I do is I take book pages that are falling apart and I cut them into strips and I glue them together into beads that look like this. And then I string them onto string and they make beautiful bracelets. So what you're going to need to make them is you're going to need some tacky glue, and you're going to need some strips of books, which I have them all here in the kit for you. And you're going to need some kind of stretchy string that I have. In each of these kits, I'm giving you 2 stretchy strings, but you probably have enough paper and glue that you can do multiple, and they look really cool if you layer them on. So you're gonna probably wanna make more than one, so you'll have multiple layered on. When I make them, I like to use a plate to lay them on to dry. They do dry pretty quick. So let's get started here. I have different sizes of paper. If you roll this one, the bead is going to be pretty wide. And so what I do is I like to have my beads different sizes for the different lengths on the bracelet. I have beads here that somebody else made me, and I can show you how wide those ones are so you can see. And let me get them out of the baggie here. So these ones are going to be pretty thick, and then I have ones that are pretty thin compared. So you can rip this paper down lengthwise if you want. So you have thinner paper, or if you want a fatter bracelet, a bead, you can keep it the same length, the same width. I open my glue. I start rolling. I take the paper part that doesn't have much writing and I use that. As you start rolling though, you want to make sure that don't roll it too tight in the beginning because you want to have a wide opening for the string to go through. Okay, see? And then as you do that, this part, you're going to get a little messy. Just dip your finger in the tacky glue and then just rub it on the strip of paper. This is a nice, calming, relaxing craft. You don't have to stress about it. You can just sit in front of a fan, in front of a TV, while you're listening to a book. I like to listen on Hoopla or Overdrive to one of my books while I'm doing this. Roll your paper around it so it makes a nice tight seal. And then take some of the tacky glue and then put it all around it. Get it underneath there. Do it all around it so it makes a nice glue seal. And then, so it's not too thick though on it. And then just set it on your plate. If you have wax paper, foil, anything that it won't stick to too much. Do not use newspaper though, because then it will be sticking to the newspaper and then You're kind of stuck. Okay. All right, so there's one. You can also take the paper if it's too big and rip it in half and make a thinner one. Just kind of roll it and start gluing. Okay. So they're a little thinner. But as I said, remember, put glue on the outside too. If you don't want just the plain look of the paper, before you start doing this, you can take, like a coloring pencil or a marker, and you can color them. You could take magazine pages. You can do that too. You can mix it with some other beads on your bracelet, different things like that. They're pretty cool. Some book pages, you can even take picture books that you have at home that you don't read anymore, or that are falling apart. Different ones. These are pretty cool presents for parents, grandparents, teachers. They love it because it's homemade, and it's something that you've made that you've made for them. They never want to give away. You can also make a keychain out of this, different items. Okay, so I've made a few different beads. I'm going to let them dry. I also have some beads that are sitting here that are dry, and I'll go on to the next step. You're going to take your string, and you're just going to string them like you would do any other bracelet. I hold one end, string them on. As I said, some people like them big. This one has like a picture on it. You could put some other beads on here. You could mix it up with buttons, but I love that this one is just books. So this is my book bangle. I think they hold about 15, depending on the size. This is a fun craft to do with like friends, family members, different things. When you're all done, you just take the ends, you just put a knot on it, and then the finished product. It takes no time at all. The beads that I've did a minute ago, they're still tacky, but as I said, they will dry in no time at all. I say give it about half an hour to an hour, and your beads will be dry. All right, hope this was informative. And if you have any questions, you can always email me. Thank you. Bye.